Hello, my name is Sam Creviston. This here is my 3D Master Freshman Discovery Project. And so essentially, this is going to be a web app that allows a user to upload a file, or a 3D file in particular, and it will give them the metrics such as triangle count, vertex count, and volume. A 3D file is actually a ton of tiny little triangles to create an object, and so there's a lot of data that can be pulled from that that can be really helpful too in different fields. Honestly, there's a lot of fields that use it, and so the data I want to get is triangle count, vertex count, and volume, and then hopefully do more if I have more time at the end of the semester. And so where I'm at so far is I've created, it's going to be a single page application. So I've created this single page, and I've actually prepared lots of algorithms for different file types, just because this is actually something that is not, that triangle count is something that different softwares have calculated, but there's not a lot of softwares that calculate vertex count, and especially particularly volume, to accuracy, or rather than like an approximate amount. And so it's something I'm really excited to do because it requires a lot of the skills that I have learned from patterns and data structures and whatnot to parse the data of 3D files. And honestly, I love algorithm design, and it because each file here, for example, I have STL, GOB, and OBJ. For now, those are what I'll start with. Those are 3 different file types, and each file type can be formatted in different ways. So I have to learn how. So I have to first determine how that file is formatted, to then determine how to read it, and then determine how to calculate volume and whatnot. So I've had a lot of fun, and I think that's been the biggest challenge so far, is I did not realize that each file type itself would have different formatting ways of it being formatted to figure out how to actually calculate volume and other things, whatnot. So that has been the really fun challenge to overcome so far. And otherwise, in my development so far, it was pretty straightforward to figure out how to upload a file, how to run browse, and it'll open something up, and then I can even drag and drop, and so it uploaded that one file. And then I'm also using React, and so this is done with React, and I love how snappy and fast React is. It responds immediately, at least in my development environment. And so that's where I am so far, and I look forward to finishing this up and putting together the algorithms that I've prepared with the site to actually give all of the data that I need. So, and if there's anybody in the class who's interested in testing this or working on it, specifically testing it and seeing how it works for them and giving me any feedback, I'd be happy for that. So let me know. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.